The hell? Hey, I am live. See, I have to do it this really asinine way. I have to kind of do it this asinine way. Um, I'm doing my phone. Somebody says, "Go live." Stony Ridge Farmer was live, and I just got done watching him. I got like 3 seconds of his live stream, and it was like, you know what? God darn it. Anyway, I need to look for. Yeah, I gotta switch accounts in order to do this crop properly. I'm only gonna do this for a little bit. I'm not gonna be on here very long. Let me switch out this account, and I can turn the volume completely off, which will work. And I will be live, and I will just actually just read some comments as I'm going here. It seems to be a little bit easier to do it that way. Um, you were just there, yeah. No, hey, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I am here. I haven't eaten anything yet, but I'm getting there. My wife is downstairs decorating for Christmas, and she's also, you know, cooking. So I'm going to eat and all that stuff. But yeah, my computer is now back in business. Thank you very much. Anybody that had concern, any of the footage that I lost, I lost it. Big deal. You know, shit happens. Stuff does go down, and that's just the way it is. And I appreciate all the help that people were trying to get me to do. But I'll answer some questions here. This one here, somebody said, "Where is Joe?" Jeremy Wheelock. Uh, Joe moved on. You know, he moved on. He didn't die. He moved on to greener pastures. I don't know whether I really want him to come back to do North Carolina, but you know, I don't know whether he will or not. I hope he does. North Dakota. Wow, there you go. Derry Halverson. What's up, merriment and cheers? I don't know what that means, but thank you. Good day, Wes. Ever thought of having a battery chart for startups? No, no. Uh, oh no, Wes. Sneeze, cough. He has COVID. I do. I absolutely do have COVID. Not on COVID. Actually, I was talking to my sister and my brother-in-law just a bit ago, and he's got a friend that lives in Kenya or is from Kenya. His mother went to a funeral and 3 days later started feeling sick, and 3 days later she was dead, and they claim it was from COVID. She probably had something else and then died, with COVID or whatever. I said she had Ebola from Kenya, Ebola virus, and then died she died of Ebola, but she had COVID, so she died of that. Did you almost regret selling the front end loader after the skid steer was down? I'm glad you got it going. I never did. Scott Gleason, I never did regret selling that thing. I do see that the guy that bought it from me was selling it. That thing it wasn't great, but whatever. It worked out all right. Eastern North Carolina, y'all down east, right? Down east. South Carolina. Hit the like button, everybody. Yeah, hit the like button. If you can, go ahead and hit the like button. That works really well for me. Like Josh was saying on Stony Ridge Farmer, this is my outlet, guys. I mean, this is you guys just give me uh, joy and pain, at times. Uh, like I watch the Millennial Farmer and some other guys like Walker Farms, and they're all friends on this wonderful thing we call YouTube. They do their thing, and then you got the female farmers like Beaver, Tara Beaver, Coronado, I think is her last name, which is an awesome last name. She seems like quite the adventurer. And of course, the female farmers that are on here, they all kind of get together and do their thing. And I'm out here on the East Coast, and I don't have that. Minnesota, Oliver, and Deer, thanks for coming by here. Decorating that house for Christmas. There's something that'll fit right in. Yeah, right. Anyway, the I'm out here on the East Coast. There's nobody near me that I can. Well, I say there's nobody near me. I did actually. I see the Bandit Farmer got there. Did you get the email on the VRIP? No, I didn't. But anyways, those guys, they all kind of get together and they go visit one another because they're in that area. They're in that Midwestern section. And the unfortunate thing for me is that I do a hell of a lot more than they do. Yeah, a hell of a lot more than they do, and I've done it for longer. So I've got this. And I'm not complaining. I would love to go meet up with these guys just to say, hey, I'm not just some foul-mouthed farmer from New Jersey that's had a YouTube channel for 12 years. Hey, don't yell at the boy while I'm on here. uh, you know, I do know a lot about what I do, and I've been doing it for a long time. And yeah, there's just it's just me out here. But yeah, Jeff Raymond, that's a guy I'd like to go meet. I really would love to go meet Jeff Ramon. I call him Raymond, but Jeff Ramon. He's French. He's a cool guy. I have to find it and try it again. Yeah, see, as far as a Ripper is concerned, I do want to get a Ripper. But I know there's Glenn Leduc. He is trying to get me to buy his Ripper. It's $9,500. It's a 5 shank. It's a beautiful thing. It only had 100 acres on it, and he lost the farm that he bought it for, and he wants to get rid of it. So it's like $9,500. Is it going to pay me? I mean, he's got the wings on his, and it's exactly what I really want for the cornfield, but can I use it in hay? And I would actually like to rip a hay field just to see if it breaks up that root mass enough and gets it to go deeper and produces higher yields on hay. And when I do finally buy one, I'm going to try it on a field, but I don't want I don't want the winged ones. I want the one that is just a point, just enough that'll it'll just shatter that. I don't know. Maybe the winged ones will work better. Yeah, two-cylinder farmer. Yeah, no, I'd love to meet you guys again. I went out to How Farms Works a few years ago, back in 2018 and in 17, and had a great time. It's a 7 shank 4-point John Deere for 1,500. God, I did not get that one. I want that one. Send that again if you don't mind. Hey, and Jacob never did tell me whether he got that tire eject or not. So if you could, you know, I just want to know if he did. I'm sure he did because it didn't come back to me, and I ordered it and I wanted to ship it directly to him, but it came to me. So when it got here, of course, I drug my feet, and then it ended up going over to him. So I'm sure he's got it. But yeah, I'd love to see him do a tire eject video because that shit really works. It really does. But the welding table is done. I had Cody welding on it again today, and he did his job, and it worked out really good. And oh, he doesn't have to call me. He can just send me an email. That's fine. You know, I'd like to go out and meet you guys. I really like Jacob. I like the way he. I mean, of course, I like you too, Don. But I like the way Jacob does his thing because it reminds me a lot about the way my farm was when I was young, like his age, and the direction I wanted to take it. And yes, I'm looking for a hood for a 4320 John Deere. The 4010 I can get anywhere. They make them brand new for $1,000. Uh, yeah, had the best April Fools last year. Yeah, he did. Rent the Ripper. I'm in the East Coast. You can't rent them. Can't rent them here. Is Biden taking your guns like Trudeau is taking our guns? Well, let me tell you something about our guns. Um, our Second Amendment right is not going to be taken from us. They can say they're going to take it from us, but it's not going to be taken from us because that's when the Second Amendment right comes into play. When the government decides to take our God-given rights, and the right to keep and bear arms is one of those God-given rights, that then puts them into a tyrannical government. And lo and behold, a tyrannical government would need to be shut down, and it will take guns to do that. Now, I listened to some people that were talking about this, and Republican people or conservatives generally just want to get up in the morning. They want to drink their coffee. They want to go about their business with the freedoms that we enjoy. They want to make some money, and they want to just be they just want to be people, and they don't want to work for somebody else. They want to work for themselves, and they want to work hard, and they want the rewards and that they have worked for, and freedom to do so. When you have a government that is shutting down social gatherings, religious gatherings, which I'm not the most religious person. As a matter of fact, I'm not religious at all. My wife is, but I am not. The When you have governors and a government that is more than willing to have a baby born, and it's legal to kill that child if the mother decides that they don't want to have the child. It's legal for a doctor to murder that child. That is not a government that I want to be a part of, and that's one of those deals. And the right and the freedom to have a firearm. Well, when it becomes infringed, that's when the infringement's going to happen on them. So there you go. Yeah, the election that has happened here is just a farce, if you ask me. I've been watching Arizona, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and of course there was a truck driver that worked in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which, if you don't know, is not that far from me. He went to New York with his semi, picked up a trailer load of ballots out of New York, brought them back to Lancaster, Pennsylvania to be counted. Well, I don't know how that works. That was this early voting crap that they did. It was unnecessary to do the early voting. You know, they can blame COVID. You know, say, "Oh, we had to do it because of COVID." Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's bullshit. If you feel scared and you can't go vote, well, that's not my problem. That's not the problem of the president attacked me right now. So the NRA. But anyway, I figured I'd keep this a short one, and I don't really want to talk about the election because that's what happened to my channel. My channel is on the back burner because of it. When I talk my mind and speak about the president and the election and all this other stuff, it becomes a problem for YouTube. Google Gobble My Balls does not like it at all, and they have hit my channel. If I don't post a video, actually, when I post videos, I get my loyal subscribers. They watch it. I get no new views, no requests, no, not requests, but no recommended videos. No, they don't recommend this format at all because, you know, I'm a conservative and I love my freedoms. I love my guns and I love my president. So, you know, there you go. But anyway, that's what happened. I've missed your videos. There's a lot of people that miss my videos. There's people that come on and like, hey, I haven't seen a thing of you in a long time, like 6 months. I'm like, I'm here almost every day, you know, almost every day. Uh, the 4230, yeah, I would sell the 4230, but no, I think I'm going to keep it. It's become more handy than, you know, I have an addiction, and it's tractors. I'm addicted to them. So, Scalia finished the area and Second Amendment based in Washington D.C. case. I don't know. I don't know. Rumble. I looked into Rumble. It's not for me. I quit YouTube before I go to another format. I think I'm an old guy. You know, I kind of like things the way they are, and I like things the way they were. YouTube used to be a place where you could just talk and vent and talk about what is going on in America and yourself. And that was Lord Muck, son of a bitch. Where is he? I got. What did he say? Because good evening, Mr. Mucker. I was going through some photos in on Ag Talk and Raw, and I went across. You know, I came across the oh, what the hell is it? Oh, a B-17 at the Reading National Airport over there at the World War II weekend, and I know you've been there. You were there when I was down in North Carolina, and I missed you because, you know, I really want to hook up with this guy. You know, he's like my boyfriend over in England. You know, because he's a raging homo. I think that's what he told me. And one time he says, why? I asked him, why aren't you married? He's like, because I'm a raging homosexual. I just had to get a laugh out of it because I know it was a joke. He's not a raging homosexual. He's just a funny guy, and I really would love to meet up with him, George Saunders, and just have a good old time. It was 2019, yeah, yeah. I was there in 2000 and took those pictures of that B-17. Yeah, 2000. I've been fooling around, loving World War II airplanes and Browning automatics and things like that for a very long time. And of course, I put the photographs away, but I want to dig them out again. But on Ag Talking to Raw, I actually mentioned you because I thought of you when I saw those. But anyways, I went to that World War II weekend. You're not old enough? I'm not old enough. What do you mean I'm not old enough? I'm a lady farmer. I'm old. No, I'm not that old. I'm only 48. I'm old enough. But any plans? Any plans to replace the 7410? I have replaced the 7410 with the 6210R. That's what I replaced it with. Yeah, I would really love to host you. You know, you can come to my place. You know, I mean, you're welcome at my house. And you know, if you when you do get back to the United States, Reading National is only 45 minutes to the west or an hour to the west of me. It's nothing. You get on Route 78 and you go. You know, but I actually think my dinner is ready, so I'm gonna have to get going, guys. It's been great. Just a short 15-minute video, and yeah, B29 Reading was amazing. Oh, it was. It was $400 to take the trip up in it, and I was poor. You know, I didn't have the money to do it. If it was out there again today, I would do it. I'd pull that money out of my ass and get on that airplane just to go for the flight. But that's what they wanted, $400 to go on that flight. And there was a P-51 Mustang that they were offering rides in as well, and I think that one was like $200. And I should have just did it. But you know, my wife at the time, my ex-wife, she was like, "Hell, we don't have that kind of money, and you're gonna waste it on an airplane ride." I think that airplane burned up in a wreck a couple of years ago. I think it did. It was destroyed in a crash. It was terrible, and Kurt would know because his friend was in it. Uh-oh. And of course, my battery is going dead now anyway. So we had a P-51 6M0 F4U Corsair TBM Avenger oh, I know. And I was just working in North Carolina trying to make a living, and they're up there playing around with airplanes. You know, I mean, I'm sure there was a field they could have landed in up there. But wow, that's really cool stuff. So if you old, I'm old now. Unacceptable, unacceptable. Well, how old are you? I think you're like 30, right? 35, 30, 35, something like that. I'm 48. 48. I started YouTube, what was I? 36, 35, 36. So, but anyway, I got to go eat my dinner. Thanks for being here. And yeah, enjoy. I posted a video just a few minutes ago. Go back and watch that one. Enjoy. Yep, I will.